All right, whatever it is, my name's Austin Santalella. These are my drums. They're holler at the moment, and I'm a little bit dry and upset to my feelings of myself, but it's an interesting afternoon for me to be here. I changed my setting up a little bit from yesterday's presentation, where I have switched the couch and the television to a different opposite walls. It opens up the room differently to the entranceway from coming up the stairs, which is better for me to think about my personal needs here. But here's a nice, pretty black chick walking around in her spandex beauty for a black girl. I think she's pretty. If only she knew I was here, I'd have lunch. But there's nobody to meet me. They're making a building up over there. They're doing some repairs where they actually draped a curtain over the whole building outside exterior from the roof over the sides, and they're working at it as pest control. And I'm working over here across the street in the parking lot. Here's where I'm at, and basically, it's a nice little kitchenette, little studio setting for those who may or may not have been interested in knowing me prior to today. This is a decent little camera to work with, but it's not the ideal situation by any means to record an acoustic instrument in an apartment under the circumstances with no other microphones. This is raw into the camera. So that means I have to use everything very gently and touch everything very quietly and on purpose, intentfully. My drum heads I'm using right now are manufactured drum heads from the Pearl Drum Company. They're for a special limited edition Brazilian instruments. These are Surdos. That's an 18 by 20. That's 22 by 22. That's 12 by 14, I think, if not 16. And they're very deep. These two cans here are the 10s and 12s. Those are which has everything else. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the camera down and I'm going to try to sit down and just gently cooperate with calmness if I can get away with being calm enough to do it. It's very exciting to be in an apartment life that has nothing here but the drum set in the middle of the room. But it's not exactly my ideal situation, and I've been doing this little setup for quite some time in a place that I can't really compare myself to saying it's going to be a good ride. I'm not really allowed to be here doing what I do, and the place is not fit for me to be here for permanent residence. So I walk in the store, you have a little bit of shame. I'll be right back. And hopefully you might want to watch this video when I come back. And it might be worth something to be entertained by for my personal experience on a television to view it and not be so ashamed or embarrassed by it when I return. I'll be right there. All right. See what we can get away with. If I can do it, I'll do it. I'm not sure if I can climb on the table or anything. I didn't try this earlier yet, so I'm not rehearsed on the camera angle or anything. This is new to me, but let's see what I can pull off. I kind of had an idea of what I want to achieve before I get done. I can get it done. All I gotta do is move something off the fridge. pots and pans and waffle makers in a garbage bag that could knock me out if I was to fall on my head. Kind of shit. From the bugs, I had a spray for bugs up there. Hold on. So I'd rather not do this, but it's all I do. So I'll try to be more quality next time. If I get there, I really don't want to move around all this shit while I'm on the camera, but that's all I'm trying to do. This is heavy. Can I see what I got here? Ladies and gentlemen, I had to do this for days. This is an iron skillet. It's heavy. It's big. It's love. Anyway, I gotta get it out of the way while I'm trying to light a bulb. So I can get the camera and not have a distraction so I can play my drums instead of eat. See this one? This was the big one. It's heavy. I got broke thumbs over here. You think this is cute to be disabled and break my balls? I play games. All right, anyway, I got pork chops thawing out. I'm very proud to be here, but I'm pissed off that I'm unassisted and I don't have any quality with a woman or anything to talk to me to let me have an identity in the United States. So anyway, here's my life as I understand today. That'll be fun. It's warm up here. It's a little warm. How's that for a perfect little attempt? Ow! I almost walked into a table. I walked right into my table, which is another story. I won't change the camera to prove that, but I got a broken neck. I felt that before I hit it. All right. All right. Basically, it's all a bunch of shit to me, but I'll try to help myself get out of that funky land. And what's in the way now? What's in the way? How's that? Unfortunately, I don't have all my pictures in there. It's not high enough, but it's a picture. All right. dropped 2 buds on the floor. I saw that on my clean floor. I swept this morning and didn't mop, but swept, or I will smoke that. So help me God. When I get there, I can't reach it on the chair I'm standing on in front of my fridge. But I'm gonna get there. You know what it is? It's the damn phone crane that I'm using there. It doesn't hold the lock and the position, and the phone falls because it moves. Once I'm moving it, it doesn't stay fixed. It locks, it falls, and I collapse, and the thing rotates and falls all over. I can't change it while I'm reaching. Just like I was a little kid with my broken neck and my surgery hands, watching myself suffer and reaching for weighted things that I'm not supposed to be touching with my disability. Where's the goddamn? See, where's the camera lens? I don't even know where the hell it is. It's this freaking box of sardines. Very heavy. Very bad for my grip. Old stock I bought from the COVID. Pretending that's my job today. Climbing my refrigerator for a camera angle. For nothing. For a hobby. For a hobby. Like everybody cared. Sure. That's my United States. I have been having my pursuit of liberty, but there's no happiness, right? I need a selfie stick and shit like that to reach shit, you know, but I don't have it, so I'm screwed out, no matter what I do. Bear with me, I'm doing this shit on purpose. I think I went nuts smoking a bowl. I can't come back off my chair fast enough. Hold on. I'll get there. I gotta get the climb, so. Oh, it is. I'll give up. I'll give up reaching for that camera angle because I don't have the equipment. See what I mean? I gotta live with the poverty. It's just a fact of life. I can't live the functional life. And I won't be able to do this forever. At least you know that much about my disability. I'm bored. This is just boring. Until I get better, this is all I got. Well, you know, it ain't good enough. I ain't gonna be doing this forever. All right, here we go. How was that for fun? Was that fun for you? That's gonna collapse. I know it's in a bad angle on that crane. It's on a loose position. It's gonna move. But I wanted to get that cross in the corner, so I came up here to change the angle. In the meantime, I got a little bit of ashes in my my leftover cases of white chicken cans that I got in storage over here on top of the fridge, on my Nito can over here with my cardboard box that's plastic coated that I saved in storage for more than 2 years while I was homeless. Is that fun? Now I gotta come down off this chair and pretend I want to do anything that I breathe doing it. The apartment's hot. The music is mediocre. What does he do with his time? There's no inspiration but perspiration in my experience, you know? None. It doesn't matter. They're trying to demotivate me with "They Just Died in My Arms Tonight." But let's see what happens on the radio in my mind while I'm sitting here trying not to fall over. Anyway, I have a lot of drum tracks that I've been willing to record, but just don't have the ambition to put the gear on and record the button anymore. But I'm not ready to do it, but... want to talk a little bit. I don't want to say too much because I got to shout to get heard on the cell phone if I'm using it way up there. But what I want to do with the volume quiet on the radio in the background, having a decent time doing this at this time of the day, is speak a little bit. What I wanted to talk about was the notion that these drums are subtle in nature at the top of the drum head being muted, comparatively to the bass drums, which are very open, expressive, airy, and low end, and controllable with the drum pedal touching the drum head. Now, when I come up there to get that camera, I'm going to bring it down here and put it by my bass drum feet and play the video where I can talk about what I'm talking about. Because I'm talking about drum talk. And I have stuff to do with my feet. It's pretty amazing to not want to be on the camera and be on the camera and look at your television while you reach for the camera and you know your spatial quality is this is your right hand, this is your left hand, this is your stick. While that's happening and I'm having my heart attack, lunch hour, stoned, or otherwise, I can't pretend it's fake. You'll see an erection or not. Now, in the meantime, you will work with this, stoned or otherwise. Stone him! Stone him! Stone him! Hit him with the bubble on the top of the drumstick on the television for me, will you? Yeah, okay, you do. I did it! Ah! You got me in my own eye off the screen. You didn't have to do it that kind of fast. I knew I was going to get it, though. Oh, it looks like a butt. What? Everything. Now, here's where we are. I put the camera right on top of the radio that wants to ban me for playing copyright infringement. How dare you, you son of a bitch. All right, anyway, you're lucky I turned that fucking radio on ever. I don't need that, but I do it for fun. Sony Management Group are good people. They just don't speak English very well. All right, anyway, here we go. We're gonna do it. Oh, that's not good enough. That's not good enough. Ow, I hit my knee. All right. I'm gonna put it where it belongs, in the ground, in the stink zone of the cell phone zone of the stink. If you were my girlfriend, I'd have you sitting right here at my feet. Lick my feet, sweat stink. Spot. Cause it's sweet. Alright, anyway. I kind of figured out how to make my snare drum, a 12 by 4 inch drum, wood drum, sound big and massive by playing the bass drums as a part of the tone of the snare on the toms with the high end and the tweeters and the separation from the subwoofers and work with it. I don't have a drum pedal for my Alesis DM5. I miss it. I want to buy another drum pedal for these toes to go here between the hi-hat drum pedal here and then play it like that. Woo, I did this too. I did the here. I did the here. I did the here. I did the here. Anyway, that's goofiness. That's goofy. But it's kind of a feeling that you get only by having your toes go like this when you can get them to do it again on your bad foot. Is that a good foot or a bad? Are you a good foot or a bad foot? I don't know, but I drink a lot of milk, lady. Why don't you find out? I'm like a clock. I kind of perform at certain times of the day functionally as a disabled 53-year-old recipient who's looking for a wife. Otherwise unemployed. I hate to have a thinking. Now I'm on my way. miles and miles and miles and miles and miles. Teresa Angus, I want you to look at the bottom of that foot. I love it. It loved you. All right, anyway. Teresa, I'll be your man, but you didn't understand. And I gotta use my hand, and I don't wanna be a damned one damn hand. One damn hand band on earth, not touring, but a stone, not rolling, but smoking his own. I got a number, it's on an old cell phone, and it no longer dials along the way. Cha-cha-cha. And I like the Beatles when they were a beat drumming band, and they didn't care about my damn hand, and they land in the land of the man of the sand, and the fool on the hill with no shoes and can still play the toes. Oh, those toes move. I'm sweating out of my hand glands while I'm performing in nature with my head drumsticks. Can you dig it? I thought that you could. K-I-C-K-E-Y, Kicky, kicky, kicky. I kick you in the kicky, kicky, kicky. I kick you in the kicky, kicky all the time. I play the time, all the rhyming timing. I play the time, I'm on a rhyme. I gotta watch the people get into the stroke when they don't know I was the goal. This is broadcast live in living color from your parlor in the NBC studio up in the windmills of your time zone. It's just a dream on your phone. I don't care. I wasn't wearing any underwear. Don't you know the strawberry fields forever? Strawberry fields forever. Let me take you down. Well, I know it. If you knew how bad these hands wanted to touch you while I'm falling off my stool. It's not drool. Show on the road. Yeah, I'm gonna be good. Yeah, we're gonna do it. Yeah, okay. It's the rest of the band. Okay, ready? Can the camera work? Hey! I just want to blow my audition as an imported citizen to the United Nations. To the United Nations! want to smoke a bowl on behalf of peace.
Yowza, yowza, yowza. I got Southern Fumigation Pest Control down here. 904-259-9811 out my window, covering the building. Sunbelt Rentals, 80 degrees, the sunny state of Florida. They're gonna listen to the drum, but you don't have to on my phone. Alright, anyway. I'm a jazz drummer. I'm the honky jazz drummer in the black world belt of being here alone. Thank you. Well, yes, I do speak English. Thank you for asking. Oh, I blew my freaking match out. You mind if I smoke? You mind if I fart? No, do you mind if I fart? Don't burn the match out again. I got to get up and get more match. Ah! Ah! It's nice. I was homeless for. Where's the camera? Where's that damn camera? Handsome Austin wants to talk. Handsome Austin squatting in front of his drums, being a shithead right now. I got to get a camera angle for this matchbook that's empty. Listen, Handsome Austin wants to say his sweaty hands wanted to remind himself to have a good afternoon. Look at that beautiful sunshine when I get looking at the camera because it focuses on you and adjusts when you're doing it. You're not looking at the camera on the television. Anyway, may Jesus Christ save us. I'm not a fool for Jesus in the way that I present myself as the mortal sinner. But let me explain. I am single, I am a father, and I am looking for love in the right places under the wrong auspice of pay grade. My name was and continues to be the same for the last 50 years, and I continue to have the same experience of recognition of the moment, which is a great feeling to be recognizing your childhood in a fun way. I got things to contribute as a 50-year-old man. I don't want to drum my energy off the phone and tell everybody it's just a G rating for my porno I'm going to watch later off camera. But the fact is I don't want to be here alone. It's hard to breathe all these years, and I'm walking around pretending this is the norm. It feels very comfortable for me to be 53 years old and be able to pull off a good squat seated position and get myself up with my cardio and everything. I'm a drummer for life skills and survival needs and disability rating concerns over 100% degenerative conditions, and I love it, but it's who I am and need to become, not new the person I dreamt I was. But this is no teenager. So you want a grandpa to survive so he can keep feeding the house is what I keep trying to make the world see me as the drummer that needs to be in everybody's show. I'm fighting the urgency of aging. And the urgency is that I have nothing but a loving melting pot of experience and potential for my last 53 years of experience that I wanted to make a movie, but not be the only one in the parlor watching it. Now, I'm going to keep this video at 35 minutes for everybody to have a good lunch, coffee time, and jam and dream long past my video shuts off. But in the moment I'm in right now, this ain't going to end for me. I'm going to light this second bulb. Where's the camera? Focus on that, you son of a bitchin' camera. I don't want to look at my lips. So it's focused on my mouth, but it won't focus on the object I brought close to the lens automatic because I asked it to. That bothered me. Now I want that shit to be lit, not in my angle, in my bullshit distorted version of my holding my breath, standing there with a phone on a fucking broken crane, talking to myself like a lunatic. Let me tell you how this smells. It smells nice. It's all right. It's only 19% weed. You know what happened?
I found a jar of weed while I was spraying my cupboards yesterday. At the end of the day, last night, I took all the bug spray and I took everything out of my cupboards and sprayed inside my cupboards because I went to grab my vape pen last night. And the fucking thing was covered with little mite bugs on the box. And then it got crackers in there and onions and everything. I'm going, you bastards. You fucking bastards. I'm going, these little fucking bugs are going to make me have a heart attack. At bedtime, going to get my vape because it had bugs crawling all over, little mite bugs, which are all over my fucking apartment. This place don't want to spray for fucking at all. I hate these people. I hate them. And it bothers me because they're on your food and in your clothes and touching you, biting you. Me. All the time from November. And I helped a fucking woman off the street who was being abused and had nowhere to go and tried to find some fucking sanctuary in the city when she was in the tree line, she said. And got her paperwork out of the VA and everything downstairs. And every fucking November, right? I'm still in the same hole. So I'm going to light this fucking bowl. I can't drum better than I can drum. Let me tell you what I want to tell you. Austin knows the camera angle for this reason only. The camera's on to let you fucking know. I have given up pretending I'm amateur or underneath the belt of anybody else since I've been a kid. You got to know this. I haven't sold my soul to the devil. I've been a good musician. And I've been a faithful servant of Jesus Christ. And I found his church back in 1996 when I became a professed person. Secular married. I was Third Order Franciscan. And I am not fucking with you while I'm suffering like a goddamn animal with bugs on my property in a place that could fucking charge me and throw me around with goddamn hostility. No refrigerator with food in it or nothing. Fuck you! And the other thing is I'm going to be the bigger motherfucker no matter how tall you thought your cock could reach your goddamn pusshole before you fucking met me. I'm the worst of your goddamn nightmares. Until I'm dead.